farmer, friend, singer-songwriter, Lyal Strickland.
And that's farmer, friend, and jack of all trades, Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebud guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to Join us one more time. I'm Chris, that's Lyal. And glad to have you on this Tuesday, maybe Thursday, possibly. Could be a Friday afternoon. I don't know. Really depends on this guy.
I love how unsure we've gotten.
No clue. I'm supposed to be putting one out Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And now it's just like, hey, man, we might get one out this week.
Who knows?
See.
Who knows?
Things happen.
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. And it's getting better, though. Anyhow, guys, thanks for joining us. We've got another drink to have with us today. If you've got a glass, please go get one. Please put something in it. If you happen to have this bottle, it'd be great if you could drink along beside us. Leave us some comments down below. See if you have different tasting notes than we do, whether you like it, don't like it, whatever. We probably will or will not tell you whether we like it or not, because it just depends. It doesn't really matter if we do or not. We're just going to give you some tasting notes to see if you can decide whether you want to try it. And we do hope that you do try it. In the meantime, see, we've got some more bottles sitting over here, and these are all from Samuel Burton. Make sure we had sitting over here this time.
And I am wearing a t-shirt that is apparently my dryer shrinks all my clothes. It's
Yeah, that's for sure what happened. It wasn't because they didn't have anything in our size.
yeah, but
She's supposed to get stuff in our size, though.
I think so. Yeah,
she did say she's going to.
Chrissy, right? Is there Chrissy?
Chrissy. So I was,
super nice folks
Yes.
up there. We got Sam Burton coasters. We
do have that.
T-shirt. Where's Sam Burton out
might have a
today?
hat. I don't know. But anyhow, really love those folks, and they help us out a lot, so we would love if you help them out. Please go check them out. Samuel Burton in Missouri. They make a good drink, and you should enjoy that along with us. We got to do all these bottles at some point here coming up as well. But and also there's a QR code over in that corner if you want to pitch us a couple bucks. That helps us greatly. Every time you guys throw us $2 or $5 or $10 or whatever, somebody throws $20.
Yeah,
That's a lot. Thank you, but
yes,
definitely don't feel obligated to do that. So it does help, though. All of it helps.
this bottle was sent to us.
It was. Who did this bottle?
Dylan sent us this bottle.
Thanks, Dylan. We appreciate that, man.
This is a ridiculous. I need a glass. Oh, we have glasses here.
I'll give us glasses. You talk.
This bottle is ridiculous. I thought it was just. First, I thought it was just PiggyBack, WhistlePig's PiggyBack. Then, no, it's a single barrel, right? And I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. That's all right. Do you know what you were buying when you bought this?
I didn't buy
Was
it.
this or not?
I don't know. Wasn't me. Ask Dylan. He's the one that bought this. He sent it to you.
It's a G-Force single barrel.
So what does that mean?
It means that this bottle was picked up by the Alfa Romeo. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
I'm not a car guy. The team, F1 team, lychee and T-barrel finish, and it was wind tunnel tested and G-Force finished. So
Could that be marketing?
I mean, Jefferson's got away with it with the ocean, right? This barrel's been in the ocean. I'm gonna take
This one went from one place to the other. Can't believe some man going, hey, this one was on a plane.
Do you think Dylan's a racing guy? Or he just bought it?
I'd say he just bought it. He didn't make any kind of stink about what it was and what it represented. We didn't even know it was a G-Force thing, so I'm assuming he just bought it and was like,
Staying true
try this.
to the physical nature of racing, it endured G-forces.
Actually, I don't remember him saying anything even about whether he'd even had it. So, Dylan, I guess if you've had this, let us know.
Ooh. Well,
That's funky.
very funky.
That's got a whole bunch of apple notes in it.
Morgan, would you like some?
Yes. Do you have a glass, Morgan? Sorry, finish your stuff and you come back to this. Good God. Can't even drink what she's got. No, it's got like a bunch of like appley notes in it, like
Well, am I seeing that right?
nice.
Is it lychee? Is that how you say it?
I don't see the word.
I think it's lychee.
No, I'm not sure. Yeah, of course, finished in.
It's bigger on the front.
Yeah. Lychee. Lychee. You guys can correct us in the comments down below, but I'm going to go with you.
I think we had like lychee ice on that sushi up in Springfield at Ariake, or however you say that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm basically going my whole life not knowing how to pronounce things, and then being unsure, saying it anyway, and getting it wrong.
And then getting on YouTube for just going, that's true. Let's just go. Do that.
But there's that sort of I guess that sort of fruit note. I probably would have said like a dragon fruit, passion fruit, or something, but
Sure, I mean you can still.
but there's
And as I said here, the apple notes go away a little bit, but on the first blush, it was very orchard-like strong apple notes to me. Now it's kind of going away.
do you get that kind of tea finish, like Earl Grey tea or something?
I'll tell you what I keep getting is more of a wine-esque, like a barrel-finished wine, is what I keep getting in that undernote. And then there's also, I got to think, what is it I'm trying to
No.
well, it's still kind of wine. The grappa.
Oh yeah.
Almost a bit, and I guess that's still kind of wine-esque when I start talking about like those grape finish things.
I
So.
could see that. So I gotta say,
Yeah, interesting. A lot of high notes, a lot of finesse notes there, which is
pretty complex, pretty neat.
pleasant for.
Okay. Whoa, the tea comes through there.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna just say before we get too deep into it, WhistlePig is touch and go for me.
All over the
Some of the things I really, really like. Most of them I do not. PiggyBack is one that I have not liked at all, really. This is pretty fucking phenomenal. It's a finished whiskey.
It's definitely finished.
It's not like, but it's
This has to be finished in like a wine barrel of some kind, right?
tea barrels.
Tea barrels.
Yeah. Lychee
It's
and
lended
tea barrel
a
whiskey.
real softness to it, but I keep coming back to those wine notes. Even in drinking that, it just has this kind of grape.
I think when you say grappa, that really puts it in the right category for me. It's super dry.
It's really dry.
But it still has big bursty fruit notes to it.
Pretty
I
hefty
get-
on the ABV too.
I get that Earl Grey tea thing. So I mean, it's like pretty on the nose of like
96.77. Yes.
what's on the label is kind of what you're getting here. The rye notes still do punch through. It's definitely still a rye whiskey. But I guess what I was getting at is I would put this with lip service rye. Not necessarily better, but like on that same territory of like, this is a finished rye
Okay.
that is, when you're in the mood for it, I don't think there's anything better, you know? But it's not a traditional, so it's also like, you gotta know what you're after.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. However, boy, I think I'd really have to be wanting this.
Yeah,
There's a time and place, and it wouldn't be all the time for me because it's definitely a little funky.
it's so dry.
But it's really dry. I keep, I'm starting, as I've been saying grappa, I'm thinking, and now there's definitely a lot of brandy characteristics in it. And that kind of harkens back to that apple note that I started out with. Especially when we're talking about like that really traditional brandy that like
Well, that's what I was,
Edelman had.
yeah.
Where it was Edelbrand, yes, Edelman, where it was very unfinished, very dry at the end of it, big notes at the front, yeah.
But
And that's
didn't they have a grappa, or was it just a
I
grape?
think they did have
or
one.
was
I'm
it just
not
a
sure if we
grape?
ever had it though.
Grape brandy? I can't remember. But yeah, no, I think we're on the same page generally there. Like very dry, big fruit notes. Like I said, those tea leaves kind of come back up for me. The rye is still there. The rye is almost like a third.
Yeah,
like
it's
a
an afterthought.
back seat of like, oh yeah, by the way, this is a rye whiskey.
Yeah, I don't know if I even pegged it as a rye
Yeah,
just immediately. I mean, I guess if you'd asked me to think about it long enough, I might have said, okay, yeah.
pretty interesting. If you love ryes, traditional ryes, you're probably not going to like this. If you are into finished whiskeys or big flavors, unique flavors,
Yeah.
this is going to be right up your alley.
Yeah, I think
we're kind of
very accurate.
We're kind of somewhere in between. I mean, I think I know you do too. Find an appreciation for everything. I can see a spot for this now. Would this be the first thing I ran out and bought to fill the rye slot on my shelf? No. But it's a drinker for sure. It's nice.
Did Dylan happen to say how much this was and when it was? I see a label here on the side that says 1956 and then it says 2018. So I'm wondering, is this a 2018
version?
batch?
I don't know. I'm going to look it up real quick because we don't prepare.
We don't prepare. We're not going to prepare. That's what we do or don't do. There's a QR code in the back if that was to help anything.
Oh.
Probably not. I'm sure that's marketing, and it would give you a video of wind testing it in a tongue.
I love it. Okay, here it is at Total Wine. They have it for $47.99, 48 bucks. That's
Okay, this just went up a peg in my eyes
Especially
because
for
I really
WhistlePig.
expected this to be incredibly overpriced.
what did you think it was?
$70 to $80.
Yeah, that's kind of where I figured it'd be 60.
So in the back of my head, I'm like, why is anybody just randomly sending us an $80 bottle of whiskey? But I didn't think.
Now it makes sense, you cheapskate.
Yeah.
Come on, man. No.
Seriously, like,
This is a fantastic little bottle.
I think it's worthwhile. This might be one of my more favorite bottles of whiskey pig. Sorry, we just shot that worm episode with tequila, and I think it kicked in.
WhistlePig's what happened when you drink all the whole bottle. Haven't used the bathroom in a while.
I think this might be one of my more favorite bottles because the other one we both really liked was a 2015 Vermont cask, Connecticut.
Was the 15 year Vermont estate oak.
You also, what was both of us drunk?
12, WhistlePig 12's okay, WhistlePig 10's
And I didn't like it.
yeah.
And I didn't like the other PiggyBack as well.
PiggyBack's awful. This one's good.
Based on the other bottle that I like, it was $350, and this one's $45. I'm really liking this one a lot right now.
Yep.
But again, I get to go back and say you have to be in the mood for something like this. This is not going to scratch your itch if you want a
same
glass
thing.
of bourbon.
Same thing with the lip service that's aged in the Grenache barrels. I mean, it's a thing, and if you know the flavor profile and you know that's something in your arsenal, you can go to.
You know what? Really, the Sonoma is what I think it reminds me a lot of, which is what I really, really like. Okay. Man, John, thank you. This was good.
Yeah. All right. Until next time.
Whether it be the WhistlePig you're actually surprised by,
On the food you're eating,
close your wear,
or
those Tastebudguys when you can tastebudguys.com.
or Sam Burton. Sam Burton t-shirts as well.
Can you get them at samburton.com? Is that a thing?
Probably.
Yeah. I just Googled that one. We don't know.
The people you're meeting.
Close your wear. We already said that. You said it. Started over. Describe buddy. Do that part.
And try something new. What?
Such a fail.
Good pick.